Gemini, Happy New Year. Welcome to my channel. This is Starchaeology Tarot. I am Desi. I will be your Starchaeologist, aka tarot reader, for this January reading. My intention is to deliver some divine messages for you for January that will help align you with your highest self, your highest path, your highest good. So I'm going to take a moment and call in spirit, call in source energy, call in your guides, your ascended masters, angels and archangels. This is good for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I encourage you to watch your other placements because you are more than your sun sign, Gemini. You are a complex, nuanced, layered being, and this is only a piece of the puzzle that is you. Whatever resonates with you is what is meant for you. What doesn't is meant for a different Gemini. You're finding this because you are supposed to be here. I feel a need to say that for sure. Your guides are with me now because they knew that you would be finding yourself here at this precise moment that you are. What are the divine messages for Gemini for January 2022? What are the divine messages for Gemini? What is the situation they will be in? What are their obstacles? And what is the divine guidance, the divine advice? Five of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, Justice, wow, Gemini, oh wow. So some of you are feeling left out in the cold in January. You feel like there are certain needs of yours that are not being met. Basic needs that you need met in order to be healthy and happy and fulfilled. So you feel, I think some of you are feeling neglected. You're feeling abandoned. You're feeling like nobody will take care of you in some way. Some of you, it's that you're not taking care of yourself. You know, you're expecting someone else to do that and you're not even doing it though for you. Really, you're not making sure your own needs are met. You're not meeting those needs. Others of you have suffered a very specific financial blow. You've lost something that has made you, kind of put you in more of the poverty mindset in January. And others of you, there is no literal thing that is happening, but just that poverty mindset that has seeped in January. I think some of you spent a lot of money last month. Presents for the holidays, traveling, beginning of the year bills that like have, appeared in your credit card statement. You're like, I forgot about that thing. And you're kind of thrown into this poverty mindset in January where you are just afraid. It's the fear of not having enough. It's the fear of the pressure to provide for yourself, to make sure that you can pay these bills that need to be paid, to make sure you can keep a roof over your head, take care of the people that you take care of. And it's so overwhelming when we're coming from that place of just being like, I'm so afraid that I'm not going to have enough. I'm so afraid that I'm not going to be taken care of. It makes me like almost like a miser with money. Like I'm just in a state of panic. Like I can't afford to be thinking about that. I can't afford to be thinking about giving myself this thing that I need, buying this thing that I actually do need for myself. But because you're in that poverty mindset, your vision is skewed. You're unable to really make decisions based on reality. You're making decisions based in the fear of not having enough, not being able to cover things, never, like, I'm hearing some of you are like, I'm never going to be abundant. Like, how do people get there? It's like this threshold that I just can't cross. And yet again, like others of you, back to what I started with, it's really purely emotional. It's just a feeling of neglect. It's a feeling of abandonment. It's like, I just want to be taken care of. I want someone to take care of me. I think some of you are feeling unloved in January, which my heart breaks for you if that's the case. And you're looking for like sanctuary. You're really desperately looking for this sanctuary, or at least the door to get in there. It's like you feel like some of you like know it's right there, but you can't really turn around and look for it. It's almost like, I'm comfortable in this suffering, or I don't want to ask for help. I don't want to reach out to this sanctuary and like ask them to let me in. There's like maybe shame involved with it. It's shameful to tell this person, I need this from you. I need you to take care of me in this way. There's a part of you, Gemini, resisting that. Like you can't voice that to this person, or your family, or your friend group, or your job. Like, I need you to value me, job, for what I do for you, And it's like it's like you feel like you don't deserve to even ask for that, or like you can't ask for that. I'm hearing that many of you are in just like a begging mindset. Take that however you interpret that, but you're begging for the things that you want, as opposed to acknowledging what you deserve, acknowledging what you have, earned. There's a block for you in seeing what you're worth, and you see yourself as poor and undeserving in some way. So yeah, there's like, really, this is like such a range of poverty. There's physical poverty, there's emotional poverty, some of you are feeling. There's a sense of spiritual poverty that some of you are feeling. There's a mental poverty here, a real gap in feeling mentally abundant, mentally meeting your own needs, mentally caring for yourself. There's poverty there. So whatever that poverty is for you, my heart goes out to you, Gemini, and I know what a cyclical thing that is when you're in this kind of place. It's very hard to pull yourself out of it. It's like, I fell in this ditch and I got to get myself out, and how do I get myself out of a ditch? It's like, it feels almost like I'm the victim here. This ditch shouldn't have been here. I fell in. Someone has to pull me out. I can't push myself out from this angle. It's very overwhelming. Wow, though. The Queen of Wands is in the obstacle position. So some of you feel that this is directly related to someone in your life who is this Queen of Wands character. This could be a maternal figure in your life who is really projecting onto you the things that she or they want. This figure maybe is like so certain about the things that they want that they overshadow your wants and needs. They crowd you out. They make so there's no space for you feel, to want the things that you want, to get the things that you need. And so you feel very just overshadowed by this person. Their desires are so big. Their action is so big in following those desires. There's just no space for you to exist. And that's really overwhelming. Whether their desires are about you or about themselves, for whatever reason, you are internalizing it. It's affecting you, and it's what you see as an obstacle in January. For others of you, this is not a specific figure in your life. Rather, this is a version of yourself. This Queen of Wands is you. This is the version of you who is very clear and honest with yourself about what it is that you want, what you feel drawn to, where you feel pulled, like, what is my mission? What is my purpose here? What do I want? And do I honor those desires and needs by acting on them? It's like one thing to be aware of those desires and needs. That's the first step. That's great if you've done that. But if you continue to think about these desires, these wants, these needs, and continue to refuse to act on them, you are denying this part of yourself it's such a deep denial of something that your soul is calling out for. That it's like, of course you feel like you are in poverty. Of course you feel untaken care of. You're not taking care of yourself. You're not honoring the things that you say you want, the things you say that are important to you. And as long as you give other people the power to give those things to you and not acknowledge that you yourself are powerful enough to give those things to you. You yourself are a queen. You yourself have the autonomy and sovereignty to demand these things for yourself. If you are not allowing yourself to be this person, to demand the things that are owed to you, that you want, that you deserve, then you continue to create this state of poverty for yourself. There's something scary about this powerful version of you, Gemini, because this is in the obstacle position. It's almost like the obstacle is, there's a lot of conflict around becoming this person for you. Maybe you see being this person as being selfish. Maybe you see being this person as causing conflict in relationships in some way. Or maybe it's imposter syndrome. Maybe it's like, I don't deserve to be this person. Whatever it is, it's an internal blockage to this version of you that you already are, Gemini. The issue isn't like, how do I become this? You are this. This is an untapped version of you waiting, in your potential, waiting to be realized. And you may not be realizing it because you spend so much time convincing yourself it's not you. I'm really seeing like a kind of like, this is a save yourself story, Gemini. This is an opportunity where you show yourself how powerful you are. And that's what the obstacle is. That's what's so hard to do, is to show yourself, to prove to yourself what you can do for yourself, what you are actually capable of, because it's more than what you care to admit or face. The advice here, justice. Give yourself what you are due. There's no other way around it. You might be just, you might be fair with everyone else, but if you are not being just and fair with yourself, then you are unjust. Then you are unfair. Oh my goodness. Please excuse me. Wow, that came out of nowhere. Hygiene. So, the only way to right a wrong, Gemini, is to right the wrong. And you can't be waiting for someone else to right this wrong for you. The advice here is you right the wrong. The advice is you make it right. You restore balance. If you know what's right and you know what needs to be done, and you're waiting around for someone else to do it, then you're complicit in the wrongdoing. You're not the one who's taking initiative and making it right. Yeah, That's really, I feel like my brain's kind of frozen on that actually right now. I feel like that's really big for some of you, Gemini. Let that sink in. Really internalize that. You are the one that brings justice to this unjust situation. You are the one who restores balance. You are the one who pulls yourself out of the ditch that you unfairly fell into. It wasn't fair that that ditch was there. It wasn't fair that you fell into it, but you're the one who pulls yourself out. The reason I want to say that it might have to be you is because you might be the only one who really recognizes what's been wrong here. And that is a responsibility, a duty, not only to yourself, but to others. Because if other people can't see what's wrong, they have something to gain by seeing the example that you set. They have something to learn by seeing you right the wrong. They have something to learn about right and wrong. They have something to learn about morality and justice. And that is an important role that you may play that is very important to your personal sovereignty and power. It's important to you becoming this Queen of Wands for yourself. Advocating for what you want, going after what you want, knowing what you want clearly, and then acting on it. And if this is someone else who, again, this is a character in your life, this is someone, maternal figure, whatever, who's being, who's in your way in some way, then this justice is to tell them, to put them in their place. To restore balance with them, to tell them where they have been wrong. And to speak out about it, because that's the right thing to do here. Gemini, I hope this has been clear and resonant. I would love to hear how this looks specifically for you in your life, so feel free to share, comment below. If you haven't liked or subscribed, please do that. Please share this channel with your networks, your communities, your friends. Email it to someone who's struggling right now. Or email them their sun sign reading. All 12 signs are posted and they're all available. If you would like to support this work, if you would like to help me help you better, please check out the link below to my Patreon. You can support this work, help me do more readings, a wider variety of readings, more extensive readings, detailed readings, niche readings, by becoming a patron for only a few dollars a month. It's like the cost of a drink a month. You can also become a higher tiered patron if you would like personal tarot support each month. You want cards pulled just for you. You want divine advice specifically about your situation, specific to you. Each month you have a question you want to ask each month. Definitely check out the different tiers in my Patreon, because I do have some open spaces for patrons who do want personal readings each month. So definitely check that out. If you'd like to book a reading with me, my website is also below, so you can do that there. I am so grateful that you are here. I'm so grateful to get to connect with you in this way, Gemini. Hey, we're in 2022 together. I'd have it no other way. It's an honor to be living by your side. I love you. I am cheering for you, and I will see you next time.